All right, now I'm live.
Okay.
Good morning.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
And we have joining us today Greg Fossen, who's doing our production, which is a very valuable thing to do. And below is the wonderful, talented Anji Kat, who's going to be our musical inspiration for today. So thank you for joining us. And we're going to get started with an invocation.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
Okay. So I just invite you to take a deep breath. Just a calming, centering breath where we just let go of, for us, all the busyness it took to get here and anything that might be going on, and just center into that space where we know that God is.
Mm-hmm.
That place that is only God. And knowing that God is everywhere present in us and through all things. I know it is my life. I know it is Reverend Michael's life and Greg's life and Angie's life and the life of everyone tuning in today and watching it later, and everyone everywhere, that there is only this one life, this one power, and this one presence. And I know that we are absolutely divinely guided in that power and that presence as we bless today's service and bless each person watching, being part of it, and everyone everywhere. And so I'm just in absolute gratitude. Give thanks to know that this is complete in the mind of God. Let it go, let it be, and so it is.
So it is.
Right.
Yes. So we're
So
going to get started with a song from Anji.
yeah,
Looking forward to it. It's been a while since you've been here.
yeah. Good to see you.
You're muted. There you go.
Go. Yeah, it's been a while. It's a pleasure to be back. So thank you for having me. I'm going to start with the original song called Chasing Calliope, which is really all about the fact that, you know, when we're chasing for spirituality, creativity, love, all of that stuff, we end up finding it's already here. It's already been given to us. So.
Yeah.
I've heard the echoes of your song down the dark alleyways of my mind. Won't you leave a light on for me? Why are you so hard to find? Oh, how your voice would set me free, chasing Calliope. You're the wind dancing through my hair and stolen moments in the rain. A light at dawn after the storm, a lover's kiss, sweet as flame. Oh, won't you show me how to dream, chasing Calliope. Are you running away from me? I'll chase you down the mountain, follow you to the sea. I only want to taste the air you breathe. You and I were thick as thieves. We danced all night, so wild and free. I still hear the melody of your laughter when I begged you not to leave. And you said, open your heart to me. I am everywhere you see, chasing Calliope. Chasing Calliope.
Beautiful.
That was really beautiful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's a wonderful song.
Thank you.
Very deep. Thank you. We're going to get back to you in a few minutes. We got a couple announcements, and then you'll be back.
Okay. So like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro, and check out our website at cslnorthmetro.org. And there's a brand new blog out there that I just posted yesterday. And you can go to contact us and get yourself added to our email list so you know what we're doing. You can send us a prayer request and we'll pray on it all week. And also the affirmations for the week and many others are out there for your use all week. And Stephan also writes an affirmative prayer or treatment every week. So those are out there for your use and enjoyment. There's a lot more information out there too. So check out our website. And today's title is It Is Given. Our guest artist you've already met, Anji Kat. We're really happy to see her again today. And our reading today is from the Art of Becoming by Hazrat Inayat Khan. Inayat. Okay, Hazrat Inayat Khan. I got it right this time. All right. So I think we're ready for another song.
Well, don't we do the reading?
Oh, don't we do the reading and the affirmations?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're ready for Greg. What would we do without you, Greg?
And here I am.
Thank you.
All right, I'll read the affirmations first here. Affirmations for the week of May 30th, 2021. I have faith that each day brings me limitless opportunities for joy and love. Through my thoughts, beliefs, and words, I uplift and expand my consciousness. I live a life guided by the power of positivity in all that I do. My life is in absolute harmony and balance. I enter into all situations and experiences centered and calm. The eternal life of God lives its unique perfection in me. And so it is.
And so it is.
And I'll bring up the reading here. Today's reading is The Art of Being and Becoming by Hazrat Inayat Khan. The supreme exaltation is hinted at in the Bible. Be ye perfect, even as God in heaven is perfect. Many religious people will say that it's impossible for one to be perfect, but it is said in the Bible just the same. At all times, the knowers and seers have understood that there is a stage at which, by touching a particular phase of existence, one feels raised above the limitations of life and is given that power and peace and freedom, that light and life, which belongs to the source of all beings. In other words, in that moment of supreme exaltation, one is not only united with the source of all beings, but dissolved in it. For the source is oneself. The source is greater than we can put into words. We can try to conceive it by comparing it with a seed, which is the source of a flower, the leaves, the stem, the branches, and the fragrance. While we take the seed alone, we do not see all those things in it, yet they are there all the same. On the other hand, we cannot really capture even the seed with the source, for the seed depends upon the sun and the water and the earth for its growth, whereas the ultimate source does not depend upon anything. It is all that is strong and powerful. It is beyond words and beyond our limited conception, even to think of the source, except that when we get greater inspiration, peace, joy, and magnetism, we appreciate things much better.
Mhm.
In this way, we may understand a little how great the source must be. The greater we are, the closer we reach to that source. As the great Indian poet Kusuru says, "When I become thou and thou becomest me, neither canst thou say that I am different, nor canst thou say that thou is different."
Mhm.
And so it is.
Well, so it is. Thank you so much, Greg.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to have a little more music.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that. Let's bring back Anji Kat. There she is.
Hello. This next song is called Everything New by Daniel Neymond. Bring it on. Everything new. Everything different. Everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through crying, I'm through waiting, I'm through hoping against all hope. I'm through longing for something gone that'll never return. I think I finally learned, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I'm through grieving, I'm through dreaming that the life I had is ever coming back. No more wishing on someone else's star that'll never be mine. I think it's finally time, so bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. I've survived many times before, broken heart and slamming doors. I'll be alright, yes I will once more, just as I did back then. I'm gonna rise again. So bring it on. Everything new, everything different, everything true. I am ready for my next thing to do. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new. Oh, I know it's gonna be everything new.
Yes.
Yay! That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Daniel's a talented guy.
And so are you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Not guys, but you know.
Thanks.
Okay, we'll get back to you later after we've done our thing.
Okay.
That was interesting.
It was.
So here we are again. It's raining here today, and it's kind of cozy. You want to just get in a nice, comfortable chair and wrap yourself in a blanket and forget about the day. But we're going to do our thing, which is teaching And I want to talk about Ernest Holmes a little bit, and what a brilliant person he was back in the day, and still is somewhere in the universe doing his thing. But he originally formed this teaching to bring people from all religions and teach spiritual principles that can be found in all religions if you look hard enough. But he wanted to base this philosophy on spiritual principles, laws that we can use in our life to make our life better, to enhance it, to expand in our greatness. And what happened was people didn't want to leave once they came there. They decided to, and pressured him to form a religion. He wasn't really for starting a religion. He just wanted to teach. But he realized something greater was happening and decided to go ahead and let it happen. And here we are. We got, hundreds of churches all around the world.
Yes.
And it's a wonderful thing. But this title came to me as one of the principles I want to talk about. It is given. Now, when I say that, it's not, it will give, it is given. So it's already done. Whatever it is that you want to enhance your life with, whatever your desire is, whatever changes you want in your life, it's already done. It's just a matter of opening your being to accepting it, to allowing it to be. There's been great discoveries and scientific breakthroughs and spiritual expansions in the world, and it all came from an individual catching something that was floating out in the cosmos and bringing it forth for us all. So whatever it is that you're desiring, whatever it is that you want in your life, it's already done. It's already given. All you have to do is open up to it. I think of E equals MC squared. That existed before, what's his name?
Einstein.
Einstein. Yeah, Einstein. That existed before Einstein caught it. I mean, it was already there, just like everything else that.
Like gravity before the apple fell.
Right. You can go on and on. And even sometimes, Ernest Holmes says, God gives in the abstract, we receive in the concrete. In other words, in the abstract, it's invisible. It's all there. It's already happening. And in the concrete is where we catch it and bring it forth to the world. So sometimes it's in the concrete already. Like you think about the world is flat. It was already in the concrete. It was already the ball. It wasn't a flat surface.
And when they believed that everything revolved around the earth.
Yeah.
And that didn't change.
No. So there's the making up of stuff, and there's the opening of the stuff. So it is given. For me, it can be best demonstrated in the third stage of our affirmative prayer, which is realization, which is the part where we declare what it is we want in our life, and declare it in the here and now as if it's already done, because it is already done. So there's three things that are important for us to think about once we take this path of expanding into the spiritual laws of religious science, science of mind. And the first one is understanding. When I came into this teaching, there was a lot to understand, because even though I understood it and I related to it, it was new to me, because nobody had ever said it out loud. I may have thought it, I didn't put it in exact words, but it was still new to me. So we want to get to the place where we're clear about what it is, this particular law, and it's the law of being present with what it is you desire in your life. So we get to either accept it or kind of stay in doubt about it. We're not really sure, maybe, or reject it. And if we reject it, then it makes no difference. You're not going to use it anyway. But if you understand it and accept it completely, then you move on to the next stage, which is belief. And it is the strongest part of our realization, because if you don't believe it, it ain't going to happen. But if you can work on the belief, and sometimes it just means believing that you believe that you believe, and opening your consciousness to that place of acceptance, believing what you're saying, believing what you're declaring as truth for yourself, believing how magnificent it is that it's already here, it's already mine. And the third thing that we got to be aware of is being patient, because sometimes a person will pray and pray and pray, and then right before it's ready to reveal itself, you give up because you say prayer doesn't work. And we each have that time where we get to choose: do we believe it? Do we accept it? Do we know that it's done? Or are we just kidding ourselves? And sometimes it's good to kid yourself. First, believe it as if you believe it as if you believe it. Does that make sense?
Kind of.
In other words, okay, I'm believing it because it is written, and I relate to what is written as truth, that as I declare whatever it is that I desire, it is so right here and right now. I believe it, and I want to believe it. I'll act as if though I believe it until I can get to the belief that is done. And the one big thing that we must remember in practicing any spiritual law is that continue to love yourself. Because I've seen people who feel like they failed because something didn't manifest in their life, or a prayer didn't show up when they wanted to show up, or the opposite took place. But sometimes when the opposite takes place, it's clearing away the junk that's within you, so you can open up and receive that which you have claimed for your desire. So if you give up and you get impatient with it, it's not going to work. But if you just hang in there and love yourself, don't get down on yourself because it's not happening or it hasn't happened. Just know that it is done. This or something even better. And it's amazing how that which you understood in the beginning is now calling on your belief so it can show up in your life. And what a great thing that is, isn't it?
It is. So for me, it was kind of like, it rings true. Like somebody hadn't said this thing to me before, but as I'm hearing it, everything in me is saying, oh, that's what I've been looking for. That's because I knew, I searched for Science of Mind for a long, long time. I just didn't know it existed. And so I knew what I didn't want, and I knew what I didn't believe. And so some of those things I already did believe, and then I got there, and I'm just like, and other things were new for me. And it's like everything in me said, yes, I know, deep within me, I know that this is the truth. I know that this is how things are. And I'm ready to shift those old patterns and shift those beliefs and shift that old stuff and just recognize and embrace what I know to be true. And that is that internal power and presence that is everything and everyone is always saying yes. And I probably said this before, but for me, it was like in The Princess Bride, when the farm boy always said, every time she gave him a command, he said, as you wish. For me, it's like that. It's like Spirit is always saying as you wish. And so if I'm saying, wow, things are really going bad for me and I don't know what's going to happen next because blah, 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 blah. Spirit saying as you wish. And so you get the next thing. And so we get the opportunity to look at those thoughts and beliefs and things that are holding us back, the things that maybe be blocking us from getting our good, which could be, each one of us knows what our things are. And it's up to us to recognize when we're blocking our good, so that we get to say yes to our good and, oh, I'm ready to let this belief go. And I think a lot of times, especially those deep-seated ones, some things are really easy to say, oh yeah, I'm so done with that. I'm so done with being at a job that I don't like and I'm not enjoying because I think I need the job and the money. I'm so done with that. I don't need to do that anymore. If I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, that was an easy one. But there are some other deep things that each one of us, I think, is here to release and let go and understand. And I think that's exactly why we've come with our stuff, and we're here to recognize it and release it. And we get that opportunity all the time. And Spirit is never saying, oh, you're bad, you're wrong, that's not okay. No, we all get to live our own journey and find out what we're here to find out, and let go of our stuff and just become more and more and more one with the source and one with the Spirit all of the time. And so I was reading the Art of Being and Becoming yesterday, and one of the other things that is really, I think, true in a lot of the religions and the things that we practice and the things that we teach is that, what is that thing you said about the journey from the head to the heart when we were first in class?
Oh, it's the longest distance.
I couldn't remember it exactly, but it's a real journey to take things from the head to the heart, because in our society, especially, I think when we go back to the native societies, they're not like that. They live really connected with Spirit all of the time. But in this place where we are, we really live from the head, and we're in that spot of the head most of the time. And so the knowledge that we have might be book knowledge, but it isn't spiritual knowledge. It isn't the knowledge of listening to the rhythm of the planet, of the source, of the one, and going with that rhythm. It's a lot of times we're taught to work hard, and I spent a really lot of my life working 30, 40, 50, 60, up to 90 hours a week, because that's what you're supposed to do. And then coming to a point where we realize that's what we've been taught, that when we start tuning in, when we start living from our heart, the knowledge that we get from our heart is very, very different from that book knowledge. And so Hazrat Inayat talks about knowledge and life and happiness and peace and the ideal, and how when we're living from our head, those things are different. The knowledge that we have is different from the intuition that we have that comes from our heart. The happiness that we have when we think we need to go out and buy a new thing. And I'm not saying it's wrong to buy new things, because we all like to buy new things. But if we think that thing is going to make us happy, it's a temporary pleasure and not an internal happiness of the heart.
Yeah.
So there's a real difference in whether when we're experiencing the knowledge in the heart, whether we're experiencing our happiness from the heart, whether we're experiencing the peace from our heart. And the peace from our heart can be whatever's going on is going on around us, and we don't have to get wrapped up in it, and we don't have to get angry or blame anybody or do anything. We can still stay that peaceful place, because when we understand the truth of our being, our oneness with Spirit, we don't have to go to war about anything. We can be kind. and not that I always am, and loving and peaceful and harmonious, because I think that's who we came here to be, is to learn how to live in this world and understand who we really are.
And the world will do what it does to you, around you, about you, and that's okay, because it's going to do it. It's not going to stop and make everything right for you, because there's a larger thing always taking place. The expansion of human awareness, the expansion of dignity and honor and beauty and joy and freedom and power, all those things that everybody should be experiencing. Yet we don't, because in the world there are individuals and groups of people that just fight it off. They're afraid of oneness, of the isness and allness of God. And that's okay, because we have eternity to work it out. But as individuals, we do our work and know that anything that's needed along that journey, and it is the longest journey from the mind to the heart, the longest journey you can take. In that journey, you're going to get everything you need to keep you going, because it is given. It is given what you need. It is given what you desire. It is given what is yours to experience all the time. And that just blows my mind, just thinking about that one thing. And when you think about all the different principles and laws in our teaching, it's profound that we're here, Centers for Spiritual Living, all over the globe, trying to grow, trying to bring people from their religions and teach them these principles, and let them go back, just following Ernest Holmes' original vision. That's, to me, the ultimate calling.
So, and it's a personal journey, and we're all on different spots on that journey when we come in, and we're all on different spots on that journey when we go out, and just learning how to be present, be in our hearts. When we're in our hearts, we can be in our heart space without judging and without blaming and without getting angry and having, it doesn't mean we don't have things to do. It doesn't mean just watch it all and don't do anything, because we're each called to do whatever it is we're called to do in our own way. For us, it's teaching these principles and getting the pleasure and the wonder of being present while people experience their growth and their wonder and their life. So it's really fun to do Sundays, but the most fun thing for me is class. People just blossom so much in a class, and we're reading these spiritual principles, and then we're talking about them in a group, and then we're practicing them all week, and then we come back together and share our ahas. And it's just an amazing place to be in that space where we get to help people wake up to the truth of their being, help people understand the wholeness and the allness and the isness that they are, and help people understand that even when it feels like things are the worst and the wrong, we're eternal beings. No thing that happens on this planet hurts our eternal being. And so again, I am saying do what's yours to do, because there are people that run for office, and there are people that teach and those things are all really important.
Yeah.
And each one of our journeys is really important. And as we recognize that we teach what we know, and we continue to learn, and we continue to grow, and we can continue to understand that anything that we hold in our heart that's negative is not helping us, it's not helping the planet, it's not helping the people that we teach. It's at the point where we can live from the heart and be from the heart because the heart is intelligent and it knows. I mean, we have an intuition that knows what's ours to do.
Mm-hmm.
And just living from that place of, I can remember, I think it was the book by Paramahansa Yogananda, where he was talking about he's going to go someplace with his sister, and they were all, and her husband, and they were all worried about what were they going to do for lunch because they didn't have any money and other things. And he's like, it's all taken care of. Don't worry about it. And they're, continuing to worry and fret. And they get to the other town, and there's somebody who's like, I have lunch waiting for you. And he didn't know it was going to be that person. He just knew that it was going to be provided for them. And just to imagine to just be in that space where we just know that we're okay and that everything we do is okay, and we get to learn and grow and make our mistakes, and there's no spirit blaming us. There's no hell that we're going to go to. We're just going to learn and grow, and it's all good. That's an amazing thing.
It is. And the other thing that is amazing about this teaching is the principles. When you accept them and practice them in your life, they adapt to where you are.
Mm-hmm.
That you don't have to give anything up. You don't have to sacrifice this belief in order to put this principle into action. You don't have to let go of some of the things that you still believe in from a religion that you were when you were a child. You don't have to let go of any of that. The principles adapt to you right where you are. It's just a matter of practice. And when you get to that third stage, that realization stage, and you believe that it's done, there is nothing that can keep it from not coming to you. There is nothing that can keep it from not coming to you other than your belief fading away.
And I think it's really important to remember that this is something better,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes we get locked in on a thing that we think, oh, I have to have this thing to make me happy. And maybe the thing that you got locked into isn't as good as the thing that's coming.
Or it's preventing it. It's blocking it.
Yeah. Like that story about the person that wanted to do practitioner training and had to pay for things, and then she couldn't take the practitioner training, and then she got an amazing opportunity that she couldn't have done if she'd been locked down to the training. So when things happen that it feels like a setback, it could be an opening for something bigger and better to happen. So
And that's a principle in itself too.
yeah,
What do you think?
I think we might be done.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think I'm going to let you pray.
All right.
Don't pass it on.
Okay. Okay, so once again, I'm just going to invite you to take that deep breath and let it go. Now, as you're breathing in, breathe in love and peace and truth and joy and abundance. And breathe out any fears or any doubts. And just be in this space of oneness, of wholeness, of allness. This space where we recognize that there is that one power, that one presence, that one life that is everything and everywhere all of the time. It is my life. It is Reverend Michael's life. It is Greg's life and Angie's life and the life of the people that are here with us today, and the life of everyone everywhere. It is the life of the people we agree with and the life of the people we don't agree with. And it's all the animals and all the plants and everything everywhere. It's the galaxies that are billions of light years away from us. It's all one thing, one power, one intelligence that is always creating and always manifesting and always expanding. And so as I breathe in this one life, I know for each of us, health and loving relationships and peace and prosperity and opportunity and acceptance and just beingness, that acceptance and awareness that all is well. Regardless of the appearances, all is well.
Yes.
That each one of us is completely enveloped in and contained in that one power and that one presence. And every single time we look into another's eyes, whether that another is another person, whether it's an animal, every time we're looking into the eyes of God and recognizing that there is just this one thing, this one life, and we are all one with it. And breathing that in to the depth of our being and understanding the truth that each one of us is eternal. That this is a journey of awareness and awakening and wonder. And that we can release all of the worries and concerns and problems and just understand that we are guided and directed by the divine power and the divine presence that is right where we are. And so I just know for those people that have passed recently that we're aware of, and all of the others that we're not, Kathleen and Betty, and for those people who are healing from falls and injuries, we bless them. Ernie's mother, and for Greg's sister, the healing that's taking place in her body temple. And we just know that and in Mike's body temple, that he is healing and getting well, and for everyone everywhere.
Yes.
We just know that healing power and presence is just within us all the time, that it is always, always, always blessing us, always, always understanding and allowing us to grow and become more aware and more aware. And I'm absolutely know that this word is complete in the mind of God right here, right now, all the time, in all things. And so absolutely knowing it is already done in the mind of God, it is already manifesting into form for each and every one of us. I bless this planet, I bless everyone on it, and I bless out into the universe, absolutely knowing that this word cannot come back void, that it is done in the mind of God. And so there's nothing more for me to do but release it, let it go, allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Ashe.
Ashe. Amen. Aho. And woohoo!
Awesome. That was beautiful. It was beautiful and just so totally resonates. And I think that this song is perfect in that when we know that everything is given to us, then we can really live from a grateful heart. And so this is a chant, and I invite all of you at home to join me in singing it. We're going to do it several times through. It's really simple. It's a chant by Karen Drucker. It's called I Am So Blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Join me. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Sing it out. I'm so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Last time. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
I love that song. No, it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it was perfect. Tell everybody how they can get a hold of you and get your music. And
thank you. Yes, they can find me on Facebook. They can also find me on my website, anjikatmusic.com. So I look forward to seeing you guys, and follow me on Facebook, and
Yes.
I'll give you all the updates and news on what's happening.
That's great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay,
We'll get back to you for another song as soon as we do this business.
Absolutely.
got stuff in there. Okay.
So once again, it's that giving time. Giving is a gift, because you cannot give without receiving. And when you give, you receive more than you can possibly think of, because the heart knows it wants to give. And when you give without expecting anything back, there's a divine happening that occurs, and it can't be put into words. It's just something so personal and so magnificent. So we're asking you to open your heart and think about giving for our spiritual center. And whatever it is, it doesn't make any difference. Just start by giving something and opening up to the great good that will come to you. So.
Okay, so you can use the Venmo code up in the corner of your screen. You can go to our website, which is cslnorthmetro.org. And there's a couple of places right on the front page that you can choose to give. You can also text "you give" to 888-364-GIVE. I have been told that that's not working by a couple of people. I tried it and it worked, and I also have gotten a hold of the people that manage that for our website, and they say it's okay too. So if you're trying to do that and it's not working, please email me at Reverend Valerie at cslnorthmetro.org or info@cslnorthmetro.org, and we'll figure out what's going on with that for you.
Very good.
Yeah. So, all right. So a lot of people are giving online these days, and so less and less is actually coming in checks and in the basket, but it's all really good, and so we're blessing it anyway.
Yeah, this basket represents the
All the
openness for receiving. And so repeat after me. I'm eternally grateful
I'm eternally grateful
for this opportunity to give.
for this opportunity to give.
I know my gift goes out into the world
I know my gift goes out into the world
and blesses many, many people,
and blesses many, many people,
uplifts many situations,
uplifts many situations,
and makes the change that needs to be changed.
and makes the change that needs to be made.
I give freely
I give freely
from my heart
from my heart
with thanksgiving,
with thanksgiving.
and so it is.
And so it is. Yay. Okay. One more time for Angie?
One more time. Well, till next time.
Yeah. Well, one more time this time.
Yeah.
Right. That's great. So this last song is an original song. It's called My Everything. And it was my love song to the universe, knowing that no matter what was going on in my life, that everything was given to me and everything was supporting me. So. There I go again, wandering in the dark. Followed my fears instead of heeding my heart. Standing on the edge, how do I get across? Nowhere to turn, lonely and lost. Then you come to me when I'm feeling down and out. You always know just what to do to ease my doubt. You tell me to let it go and open up my eyes. You remind me one more time. You are my everything. When the world comes crashing in, let me fall into your arms till I feel strong again. You are my everything. Give me all I could ever need. When I feel I'm drowning, you are the very air I breathe. You are my everything. You are always right there, holding my hand. You've promised me the moon, all I have to do is ask. My love is like the sun, you said, just look to the sky. Every single day it's gonna shine. You are my everything. When the world comes crashing in, let me fall into your arms till I feel strong again. You are my everything. Give me all I could ever need. When I feel I'm drowning, you are the very air I breathe. You are my everything. Oh, you are my everything.
Wow, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Nice
much
songs.
for having me. Thank you. It was a pleasure as always. I always get so much given to me when I'm here with you guys. So thank you so much.
And we're thankful that you come and share
Yeah.
your gift with us because
Yeah.
it's a beautiful gift.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much.
thank you very much, Angie.
Thank you.
And thank you, Greg, for doing so much of the service
Yeah.
today. You really
Sure, my pleasure.
You like that one musical guy that plays all the instruments all together?
Yeah, Shaky
Yeah.
Graves or one of those.
Yeah.
So join us on Zoom right after this, and we'll share our aha moments. The Zoom link is in the comments, and there's an on-screen link at the end of the service. And also sign up for our emails to get the emails with the Zoom links and all the things that are going on. And so that's it for us.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks.
wonderful.
Really great service. Thanks for the message today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Have a great week.
Yeah, we love you all.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.